tanto tiempo empeñado, tanto que yo para si seguías. Que tengo que tomarme por vida.
Hi everyone from KT Fashion and E-News. My name is Catherine and I am super excited because today we have two international bachata dancers that we're going to be interviewing. They're here in Bachata Overdose at VK Arena in Hallandale. This is a social that happens every Friday here in this studio where you're seeing. And we're going to be speaking to Daniel and Tom. How are you guys?
Hello, feeling great, thank you. How are you?
Good. How are you guys feeling here in Miami?
Well, actually, it's been crazy. Yes, sorry, I had to grab it for myself. We arrived just a few days ago. We went to South Beach first, just to chill, walked around the beach, ate some good food, and now we came here and straight to teaching, and we just love the energy. The people here are so amazing. They're really eager to learn, which for us is the best way to start, and to know that we have a community that wants to grow and wants to improve from the content that we're delivering. And we had a very good time here, and can't wait to dance a little bit.
How was the workshop? How did you guys feel teaching? How was I was in the workshop, but what was your opinion? Seeing everyone in there.
Actually, I really like it. Every time you come to a new community, it's super fun to see the energy, the people, everything, the energy, the flow in the class. I really like it, and I don't know, the vibe. I really enjoy it. A lot of laughter, and the energy is really high, and the level actually was really good. I really enjoyed the level and the content and everything. They did nicely.
Yes, I know we're bringing a new style. Our style is called Bachata Groove, and I know a lot of communities has different dominant style, like fusion or sensual. So I know here was first time Bachata Grooves arrives to Miami, and I think that people accepted it very well, because we're all talking about how to improvise, the special techniques, how to move, to make the stuff fluid, and we entered some new cool different positions that we use, and I saw the people getting challenged and excited and nailing it. I was like, oh, you knew. Yes, but when you succeed something new that really challenges you and opens your mind, I think this is how you evolve as dancers. So this is why we always strive to bring the new details that are going to do the level up for the dancers.
That's awesome. So now I want to go a little bit back in time and start where you guys started your career. How did you guys meet, and why bachata?
We'll try to make it short and sweet. I'm not promising anything, but I'll try. Okay, so I started as a dancer. I've been dancing my entire life, and in 2014 I entered into accidentally to a salsa room, fell in love with salsa, and then I heard some bachata music. I think 1 year later, started doing the bachata in Israel, where I grew up as a dancer. And then I entered the room and I fell in love completely with the music, with the vibes, with the energy. I also love salsa. It's my origin in the Latin dance, but I feel that I have a lot more freedom in bachata to create. The music is so different, and I have a lot of space to grow as a dancer. So I really dive into bachata, and after I think a year and a half, I started competing, and I was competing with a different partner back then, and I think it was 2016, and Danielle was competing with another partner, and now I'm going to transfer that.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I started in my trip. I went to a trip in Central America, and I started was Nicaragua.
Okay.
And then I went back to Israel, and I wanted straight to learn in one course, because I always love to be like that. I've never danced in my life. I always play sport, basketball and football. I did any kind of sport. This is my passion also. And I want to straight go to something professional. And in my trip, I learned salsa first. And I wanted to look for salsa, but there is none available at the time, only bachata. And I said, okay, I did some bachata also, let's go for that. And since then, I never looked back, and I just continued. I fell in love. I went from one class to another. Actually, 1 year later, I started to compete. I lost my first competition. It was very sad for me as someone very competitive. But then I saw her in her competition. It was 2-3 months after mine, and I thought to myself, this is something I need by my side, and something, yeah. Like I get my scout energy from sports at the moment, and I said this is something that I need. I came to her and said, "Oh, you want to be partners?" And she said, "No, no," because I lost at the time, and she took second place with like minor difference from the first place. So she was like here. And it took 6 months until she came to me at last and said, "Oh, do you want to compete together?" And I said, "Okay," because actually I knew that I wanted to compete only with her. I saw the potential, and when she said yes, I said, "Okay." At the time, I was a student in mechanical engineering.
Wow.
In first year. Yeah, and she came to me like at the end of the first semester, at the end of the second semester. So it was a bit difficult at the time, but I said to myself, whenever she will say yes, I will say also yes, and she came and did that, and we started to work together. It was June 2017. Then we went to our first competition in Israel, we won, and then we had another competition, we won again in Israel, and then we went to the World Latin Dance Cup, and we won also there, the amateur division. And since then, since the beginning of 2018, we started and opened actually our dance school, Latin Groove, in April 2018.
Nice.
We opened that, and since then 6 years, we had a lot of students. Now we also have socials, we have practice group, we have instructors, and it's like the community grew bigger and bigger and bigger of Latin Groove community.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's
Thank
so
you.
Cool. And so I also wanted to ask you guys a little about your style. You mentioned in the beginning it's like very authentic style that you guys created. How did that come about? Why your style?
Okay, so at the beginning when we were starting to compete, back then that was the only way to improve. Like you were dancing, you're taking a lot of classes, then okay, go compete. So in our journey to competing and trying to create our product, like our dance identity together, we took lots of classes and went like to all the teachers that were available, and we traveled to Italy and to Dominican Republic, and every time we went to a competition, we asked the judges and took privates, and like we tried to understand everything from people that we value in this world. And while doing this, Daniel is actually a freak of leading and following. Like for him, he
I
has
don't remember nothing. I can't remember combinations and stuff. I don't. I just need to understand rules and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, he has to find the logic between everything. So we were at the studio and we were having lots of debates because I'm a natural, like I'm dancing my entire life. So for me, my comfort zone was knowing what's about to happen, choreographies. Like I was always telling him, like, if you want me to look good, I have to know what's about to happen. I can't improvise. And he was always challenging me and telling me, listen, there's logic in every movement. You have to understand the logic. And we were debating a lot until we got to solutions and results and answer in every step of the way, like how to do this movement, how to follow with the body flow, how to create this, how to adapt to the musicality, how to create the improvisation style, because our style is 100% improvised. Okay, unless we say otherwise, it's like a choreography for show or something, a boot camp, a footwork like that we do in class. Everything is 100% improvisation. So in order for it to be real improvisation and not like, okay, these are the combos that we have and then we're doing it in different order and then we're adding the breaks and this is improvisation. No, we are like improvising 100%. And our improvisation came from a lot of struggles and a lot of like, we were really striving to understand the logic, because when we were studying, we were asking teachers like, okay, so why do you do this? Why is this happening? And the answer was, because it's pretty, or because I like it, or because, you know, it feels natural to me, or this is what you need to do. And we're always asking for, and finding the why. We were searching for the why. And in this process, while we were creating our methodology and our understanding how we want the dance to feel, it was starting to look different, because the music guides us. So for example, I will not dance the same on every other song. Like if the song has more of a groovy vibe, I'll be more groovy. If it has a sensual flow, I'll be more sensual. In the more romantic parts, I'll act like this and use these elements, and the more traditional vibes, I'll use these elements. Like we're always creating because of the music, and yes, very adaptable. And I think that during the process of learning from each other and grabbing knowledge and creating our flow and practicing a lot with so many different songs and teaching, our style came together. It was not something planned. It was something from working a lot, and it just came. And like this is what feels natural to us, and this is what we bring out. And I'm glad that it became like a style because it has a good fundamentals. People are teaching it, not only us, and you can create your own identity in the style. So this, I think, what makes it special, and I'm glad that it became this way.
So to finalize this interview, I wanted to ask you guys, what are some plans that you have in the future?
Okay.
Okay, you start.
Yes. Okay. You start. I start. Okay. So I think that one of the greatest things, like at the beginning, like we told you, we start with creating our own dance academy and our own family of bachata groovers in Israel, and we have a lot of instructors that are teaching our method. All of them being our students, learn, adapted dancing bachata groove, now understood how to translate it, how to teach it, and now passing it forward. And now we, after traveling all over the world with so many countries, like we've been I think to 5 continents in 2 years, which is crazy, and we have a lot of people that really want to understand our style, not just the moves, but really to understand the deeper level, how to create it, the techniques, the tips, what makes bachata groove. So now we are actually, in 2 weeks, we are launching our new online platform.
Nice.
Yes. And in this platform, it's not going to be pattern based. There are patterns and moves because I think it's a part of the process, but a lot of behind the scene methodology, technique, how to think, how to build a dance, musicality, all the things that makes bachata groove, in order to help people from all over the world understand this style, adapt, and be dancers of bachata groove. So we are like taking the bachata groove out to the world. We're also going to have teachers training, but this is like in the future, because like we said, first of all, be a bachata groove dancer, then you can train as a teacher. And in order to help this process also in local communities, we are launching the Bachata Groove World Team Project.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
So here also, because everything for us is not just moves, it's also the background. So it's not just doing a choreography for show, we're actually doing a choreo with musicality and tips, and everything that can be also led in the social with a spice of the musicality.
Okay.
So the training that the dancers will do and the teachers will do in that time will actually improve them as social dancers as well. Like the choreography is not the goal, it is a part of the process. The process will be adapting and creating. Yes, the choreography is a tool to understand bachata groove better. So like to sum up everything, I think now is the era, like after we created our own home, we went out in the world like representing our style and teaching people in all of the communities. Now it's time for the bachata groove to take over, to be out there in the world, to be more accessible to people who want to learn and adapt and be more musical and to improvise better and to have the bachata groove flow. And I think from here it's going to, I don't know, just we'll fill the flow and create more beautiful things out of it, because we love bachata, and I think the more we improve the communities, the better we can, like, you know, the more you can achieve and the better you grow.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. I had a little game to play with you guys called Who is Most Likely To. I'm going to give you both whiteboards, and I'm going to be asking you some questions.
Perfect.
And you just write Tom or Daniel, whatever you think.
And we show you?
Yes. Show the camera.
I don't know, because I'm rotating. Okay, so we'll do this and we rotate, right?
Yeah, but don't
Yes.
tell me what you read before.
So, who is most likely to start a spontaneous conga line at a party? Who is most likely to create a TikTok dance challenge? Okay, we see Tom is winning. Tom is winning. Who is most likely to sneak in snacks during rehearsal?
I didn't see what you wrote. Oh, really?
Okay, plus one Daniel. Who is most likely to impersonate another famous dancer just for laughs?
What?
Who is most likely to impersonate another famous dancer just for laughs? Who is most likely to have a secret dance-related guilty pleasure?
A secret what?
A secret dance-related guilty pleasure. Okay. And who is most likely to choreograph a dance routine inspired by their favorite food? And what is our favorite food, Tom?
I love food in general.
There's not one?
I have to say, depending on my mood, either spaghetti or chocolate chip cookies.
Okay.
Like either spaghetti or chocolate chip cookies, or depending on now I'm in spaghetti mood, so like spaghetti.
Okay, so we're seeing a spaghetti dance. A spaghetti
dance for
Spaghetti
sure.
bachata's coming.
Yes. I have bachata con café, now bachata con spaghetti. I think it'll be.
Eso. And last question is, who is most likely to break out in a dance battle with random strangers? Have you done that, Tom? Have you done that before? When and where?
Okay, so in my background,
Okay.
I'm a hip-hop dancer as well.
Nice.
So I used to battle a lot, like in parties and stuff. Every time like there's good song and good people, good vibes, it can happen. I can't control it. I can't like schedule a battle because this is not how it works. But if the mood comes, it will happen. I don't need to know the people. The dance connects between us. So yeah.
Nice. And this is not really a who most likely question, but it just came to my mind. Royce or Romeo Santos?
It's like choosing between two childs.
But for me,
I see Royce, Romeo.
It's Royce and Romeo depending.
Eso.
I can't choose. I'm sorry.
Thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and it's an honor to
thank
be
you so much.
seeing you guys here.
Thank you so much. We're really enjoying our time here. Thank you for Bachata Overdose for bringing us here, and thank you for the wonderful interview. I really think that every opportunity to tell a little bit more behind the scene is amazing. So thank you so much.
And make sure to follow Bachata Overdose on Instagram and Facebook, and you can follow also their Instagram.
Yes, Daniel y Tom, all the platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. If you're using Facebook, I don't know, but yes, we're there.
And KT Fashion and E News, where you're going to see this interview. Thank you. Bye.